Hello, welcome to this presentation about WordPress installations with wp-cli. First off, who am I? My name is Tobias Jakobsson. I work as Cloud Ops at Elastx. I help our customers to embrace the cloud. I also do build, test, release workflows. I help with automation and orchestration strategies and things below and above. So, the goal of this talk is your custom WordPress installation automated, and the tool of choice, of course, wp-cli, and how to automate WordPress in our PaaS platform. wp-cli, a command line interface for WordPress. Now, these are the comments that we are going to go through. So let's start off by installing WordPress with wp-cli, with the theme and plugins listed below. So first off, let's log into our server and download wp-cli, make it executable. And that's it. Now let's go to our path where we want to have our WordPress installation and download. And we're done. Now let's create a configuration file with wp-cli. So our DB name is WordPress, and the same goes for the user. And let's find out what the host name for our MySQL server is. There we go. And as we are a Swedish company, we like to install this WordPress in Swedish. So now we generated the configuration file. Now what we need to do is to actually install WordPress. We have downloaded it, we have generated a configuration file, and here we take the URL, and then of course a title, username, password, and email. And there we go. Now let's see if we have a site that is actually working. But first, let's update the blog description. Let's first check what the blog description is before we do that. So just another WordPress site, as you would expect. Install with wp-cli. Now let's see if it works to log into the site. All right. So it seems that everything works as expected. Let's go to the terminal and let's see if we have any updates to the core. Okay, so that's the latest. Let's see the list of plugins. All right, so we have an available update for Akismet. So let's run an update for all of the plugins, which in this case is only Akismet that will be updated. So there we go. So let's install the json theme and activate it. So this is the normal theme. And there we go. That's nice. So let's install some plugins then. First off, W3 total cache and activate it at the same time. And you can also have multiple plugins on the same row. WordPress SEO, Social Media Feather, and WordFence. And activate them all at the same time. And there we go. Let's see how it looks like. So we got our new SEO and performance links there. Look at the dashboard. SEO, performance, WordFence. Yeah, everything seems to be in place. So we manually installed WordPress with the theme json and some plugins. Now let's automate this with Elastx EZPass. Since automation is key, let's use wp-cli as the tool to build your own custom one-click WordPress install. But first, we need to have a quick introduction to EZPass for those who hasn't used it. Go to our homepage and register for a free account. Now you will be getting an email to confirm your free tier account. And then you can log in. So let's see. You have Java environments, PHP environments, Ruby, Node, Python, and Docker environments that you can create. You can search on the hub registry for Docker images. For instance, if you search Elastx, you will find that we have MongoDB Docker image with 2 versions, 2.4 and 3. You can also search for other Docker images. So PHP, you can choose between Apache and Nginx, and you can choose multiple PHP versions. And also you can look at different NoSQL instances if you want. And normal SQL, we'll choose MariaDB 10. And also we have cloudlets, which is, if you have one cloudlet, you have 128 megabytes of RAM. And then you can upgrade the reserved cloudlets, and you can scale up to 4 in this case. Since this is a free tier account, there are some limitations, of course. But if you upgrade to a billing account, you have the freedom to scale up to a lot more than what you're seeing here. So let's create a My WordPress environment. So billing. So here you can see your billing history. And since this is true pay-as-you-go environment, you pay by the hour. And we measure by the hour. So if you're using more cloudlets during peak hours and less during non-peak hours, then you pay less for the non-peak hours and you pay more on the peak hours, since that will be using more cloudlets that you have, an amount that you have scaled up to. You can also look at the Nginx configuration and fine-tune it to your liking. And yeah, that's a brief introduction to our EZPass. So let's look at Elastx one-click WordPress install, since we're going to base our own custom WordPress install on Elastx one-click WordPress install. Let's see how that looks like. So we created a blog a while back in June, and the one-click install is, if you follow the mouse, you can see install WordPress on Elastx here. Here you can type down your email address, and then you can click there, and you will get a confirmation email which will install your WordPress for you. All right, we have confirmed that we want to install this WordPress. So our username, password. Let's pick an easy one for this time. And then click install. And this will install WordPress for us. So this is what we're going to create a custom variant of. So let's head over to GitHub while this is installing to see what's under the hood. So this is our repository. As it states in the README, you can fork it and you can send us updates if you think that you have created some better Xcache tuning or stuff like that. Let's go to the CS directory. The CS stands for Cloud Scripting, which is the language, the manifest language that the Elastx platform is using. And this is the manifest. So first off, here are the fields that you were asked to have. So set username, set password, and set the admin email. So that's required before the installation. Next one is the topology, which is PHP 5.6 and Nginx MariaDB 10. But all of this, you don't have to recreate this. You can just base your custom installation and just add the WordPress specific stuff. So this is kind of a lot of work already done for you. So basically, here's the on install. It calls to install wp-cli, download WordPress with wp-cli, install WordPress, install the theme and plugins, and configure Nginx. And as we did manually earlier, here's the installation of wp-cli. And then we use wp-cli to download to our document root. And then we configure WordPress to generate a configure file. Then we install with that configure file. And then we update the blog description to, in our case, a simple yet performant WordPress site. Then we have the install WP plugins. Here we install W3 Total Cache. And then the theme install. So this is where I want you to lay your eyes on. Here we add rows for our specific plugins or theme. So here's how you actually do your own customization. So all of this manifest, you only have to concentrate on this part. So let's see if we have a working WordPress installation. Yes, here it is. Let's open it in a new web browser. Okay, so WordPress on Elastx, simple yet performant WordPress site. It uses the Hanari theme. Yeah, let's see if we could log into this. Yeah, there we go. So, there we have it. That's the Elastx custom one-click install. Next up, brew your own one-click WordPress install. Let's do that. Let's start by cloning the Elastx WordPress HP high performance version. And let's create a new repository. We can call it WordPress custom. Let's clone that as well. Let's copy all the files from the Elastx version to our new one. Let's do some editing on the... Okay, so this should not be called Elastx WordPress. This should be called custom WordPress. Let's change some path here since it's our own. That would probably... So it will still be simple yet high performant, but this is our custom WordPress site. So let's keep everything else. And as I said earlier, let's concentrate on the culprit of it all, the install WP plugins section. So here we have the W3 total cache. And here we have the theme Hanari and Hanari Blue. Hanari Blue is based on the Hanari, so that it's a dependency. So if I recall, we should add WordPress SEO, Word Fence, and social media feather. And the theme was Prism. That should be basically it. Also, we have this option, blog description. Let's change that as well. And the same with the title. And there we go. Yeah. Seems correct. So you remember this widget, install WordPress on Elastx. Let's see how we can create a version of our own. Let's get that installation widget HTML code. So let's add a widget to our site that is promoting our custom WordPress installation. We might add some text. Like that. So, there we have it. Let's try to install this. Alright, let's see here. Confirm installation of custom WordPress, our custom WordPress site. Alright. Let's install it. Let's fast forward this. And there we go. Let's see if we have the Treason theme. Oh yes, custom WordPress, our custom WordPress. Let's log in. Congratulations, WordFans, Yoast, SEO. Social media feather, W3 total cash. Ah. So there we have it. Our own custom WordPress installation.